Yes, people, welcome to the Winning at Life podcast. On this podcast, we're going to talk about business, we're going to talk about health, life, upbringing, everything about success and how to just keep moving forward on a path to self-development. So my guest today, bit worried where this conversation can go because it can really go wild. So we might be cutting a few bits out. And I don't know how I'm going to get this guy to stay still for 45 minutes straight because he's very hyperactive, but good friend of mine, met in IB for, we'll leave that bit at that. And yeah, so we've got Ben Mercer, owner of Mercier UK clothing brand. I love it personally, and he's going to be talking about that. He's going to be talking about his health, what he does day to day. And yeah, we'll go from there. Yes, Ben.
Thanks for having me on, mate.
Yeah, it's good. So obviously we met in IB4, had a bit of a wild one.
Yeah.
Since then, just kind of hit it off, and it's one of them friendships where I won't see you for time, and then I'll see you, and it's just the exact same every time. So
yeah, that's it. We've both got busy lives, haven't we? You're busy with Winning Fitness, I'm busy with Mercier, but yeah, it's just about striving and pushing yourself as much as you can, while keeping them relationships strong. Obviously, you're in the perfect place now, aren't you? In Dubai, you can do a lot of networking. It's a great place to just come, try and switch off for a few days.
That's what it is. It's mad on the way. You just meet the right people that you can connect with, and like there's certain things in business where I've actually learnt a bit from you, or you've learnt a bit from me in reveals 100%. Or whatever. So it's a good relationship to have. It's always good to network like that. So we're gonna start back from right at the beginning. Young Ben.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I'm guessing very hyperactive. I want to know the ins and outs, mate. So talk to me about young Ben's school, upbringing, and growing up where we grew up. Mate.
You know what? I think the hyperactive stuff's got worse as I've got older. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think I was that bad as a kid. I don't think so. I think things with work and business and the stress of it and the pressure and everything. I think that made me a bit more. That's made me worse in that sense. But yeah, young Ben. He was like the class clown and stuff in school anyway. Done what most kids done, got up to mischief and stuff with his mates. But I always had a knack for selling as a kid. So from say the age of, I think it was like maybe 8 or 9, I used to go and watch football and stuff with my dad, and then I used to stay behind and get autographs of footballers at the stadiums. And then as I got older, I started going to hotels, training grounds, stuff like that, and I had this huge memorabilia collection. And then I ended up finding out I could sell it on eBay and do this, that, and the other, but you had to be 18 or 16 or something to sell on eBay. So I used to get all my mum's details, set up an eBay account under my mum's name, and then start selling everything. And then started making good money. But then when you're like 13, 14, 15, and girls are on the scene, getting autographs outside hotels isn't the one.
Yeah.
So that left, and then I just started doing other bits, but I never knew how to set up a business. And a few fads came.
They don't fucking teach it at school, or do they?
Don't teach it, mate. Yeah, so school's a tough one. They teach you to be an employee, don't they? Rather than an employee with your own business. Yeah. They don't teach about the taxes and stuff like that.
If you go uni, say, "Oh, what do you business?" You're learning from someone who's never fucking ran a business.
No, exactly. You know what I mean? And you're getting yourself in 30, 40 grand's worth of debt to do a uni course. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's people who've done uni and done very well and continued with that path that they studied on. But for me, I always struggled with the education side of things. And then as soon as I left there, I think I developed a business sense. And then Mercier took off when I got the idea when I was in Cambodia, actually, about 6-7 years ago.
But what, you always had that entrepreneurial kind of feeling about it?
I always had the buy and sell mentality. I always knew how to buy something for X, sell it for Y.
I was the same. Like, even through growing up through school, I was shit at school, got shit results. I always knew I was going to do all right.
At something.
Just back myself. Do you know what I mean? And even if, there was times where we could have went the wrong way, probably the same yourself. And I just knew I'd be all right, me. I always back myself no matter what.
If you have that hunger... You have that hunger and that drive, that mentality. Not everyone has it. Some people get it later in life. Some people have it early on. But if you've got that hunger and drive and that never give in, and I'm not fucking arsed if I fail today, fail tomorrow, keep failing, you will win at summit and you will get that W.
How did you find growing up where you did? So obviously, I'm from Salford. You're from more Walkden and...
I went Walkden, right? But when I got with Mrs., she says this all the time. A lad came up to her and went, "You're going out with that Ben Mercer from Walkden, aren't you?" I'm not from Walkden. I just went Walkden. Yeah.
Why did that? But I said the same.
Yeah. yeah, from that way, most of the communities. Yeah, good. Mum and dad split up when I was like 8, something like that. That was tough, but yeah, it was good. Got through it. Just proper working class. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just as it was. Mum was hairdresser. Done what she could. Done well for us. The best she could. Dad was a fireman and stuff. Seen him at weekends, stuff like that. But yeah, just yeah.
But no one put you onto that business
No,
element.
never
was
had
all
that.
through
I
you.
never had that sort of silver spoon. Been handed it down, or had that person who was a businessman who I looked up to as a kid and and
That's what I see
learned
a
and
lot.
got taught things. No, it was literally self development and failing. Like, I've failed more times than you could fucking imagine.
So how did that business start? Because I remember, and even through my pals remember, that you were selling clothes, just normal clothes though, not branded.
Yeah.
Is that how it started?
So what happened? No, well, this no. So all the different things I've bought and sold. So it was like, if we run through, it was like the autographs. I'd done that. I had a stint at that. I'd done the school thing, selling the standard school stuff, like sweets and that, and other stuff. And then I went from what did I do then? And then I'd done the selfie sticks. Remember the selfie sticks? I had to go at them. I was getting them.
Dealer, mate.
I was getting them in for £2 and selling them in for 15. And then I went on the hoverboards and stuff like that. And then went on to started selling mega snide trainers and clothes and that from China, and I had a D squared. Like a D squared.
Do all right in Salford though. That
D squared, that's what it was. D squared. Everyone was buying these snide D squared stuff and that. And then I was selling that on Instagram, and that done well. But again, it's just something like, it's just backhand money in it. It's not going to do anything for your life, and there's no longevity in it. So I canned that off, and just started going with Mercier. But it was meant to be a headwear brand.
Yeah.
I said to Sophie while I was in Cambodia, I'm going to start a headwear brand and it's going to take off. And she's like, how do you know? I said, because I'm not this one isn't stopping until this one's took off.
Yeah.
And I went in loads of debt, like I told you about. It's not the way to do it, but
yeah, but you put yourself under pressure though to
it was going to take off. It wasn't not going to, because I weren't stopping. Yeah. So I had my own pot of money, my own savings, and I put that into the brand, and then didn't know what I was doing, so nothing sold. It was shite. Yeah. Put all that in sale, done it again, and then I was like, okay, I need some money now. So I went to the bank, couldn't get business loans because I didn't really have a proper business there. It wasn't a business yet. So then I got a personal loan, say $8,000. Don't do it this way, by the way. And then I'd get another like $7,000, then I'd get $6,000, then $5,000. Yeah. And I said to the bank one day, I said, I need $12,000. I need $12,000, and then I'm getting an extension on my house. Told them I was getting an extension. Yeah. And he's like, we need some collateral against it, Mr. Mercer, because there's you've got a few loans. I said, okay, I'll put my mortgage on it then. Didn't tell my missus. Yeah. Just put my house on it. Yeah. And then don't just.
She knows now.
So she knows. Yeah, so she didn't know though up until last year. I was at a party and I was talking to someone like me and you were chatting shit at a party at after clock. And she sat there and she's gone, what did you say? I've gone, told you ages ago. She went, you've never told me.
That little secret, that little thing.
Oh, mate, yeah. So, luckily.
Imagine you getting ready yourself, like,
yeah, it took off.
Have a mouth there going, put me out.
Yeah, so, but yeah, it took off. But it was on the cusp, mate. It was like a very calculated risk, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I needed a little bit more, and I knew it was going to do it from that.
Yeah, but you say calculated risk, like, there's people, and I can fit this in fitness terms, in business terms. There are people stuck in an unhappy situation, not willing to take any risk at all. They're waiting for.
Got to have the leap of faith, mate.
They're waiting for the perfect conditions to start the fitness journey or a business. They're waiting for the time where they know 100% guaranteed success. Like, it's never going to fucking be 100% guaranteed.
I remember seeing something once, like when Mercy was just taking off, and someone said, don't perfect the perfect product before you launch it. Just get to the fucking table with the product, then make it better. Yeah. Then once you're at the table, start doing everything.
I think self-development is learning. It's just like it's learning to dance in the rain instead of avoiding the fucking storm.
100%, mate. There's always going to be problems. It's never the perfect situation.
Learn how to handle fucking stress day to day. If your kid's stressing you out, if you've got a lack of time and you can't train, or you can't start a business, or you can't do work, fucking learn how to deal with it. Instead of going, I'm just not doing it at all. Because the worst thing that can happen, you end up in the exact same spot than what you are.
Oh, 100%.
If it does pay off, change your fucking life.
Oh, change your life. Yeah, it's changed my life massively. But people think like, I bet your life's mega now, no issues. These stresses like you won't believe. and issues, but
100%.
you just get a thicker skin and you learn to adapt.
Yeah. It's
It's
like
that bulletproof mentality.
people think it's easy, even on fitness terms, on business terms. As you keep leveling up, you face a bigger boss. You,
Oh, 100%,
do you know what I mean?
mate,
Like
100%.
a bigger problem to solve, a higher level problem to solve. But in the end, it's good. The worst problem is having feeling like you got fuck all, feeling overweight, feeling unhappy in every aspect of life. And that, do you know what I mean? And that's probably the best way to deal with it. Just get going and deal with the problems when you face them.
It comes down to fundamentals, mate. Like you say, with training, just get up, get your training done.
Yeah.
Like that's a bit of discipline, John. You don't want to do it, and you do it. Yeah. That then ends up going into business and every part of your life.
Yeah. Everything that whenever I talk business stuff and fitness stuff, you can say the exact same thing on both sides. So I want to delve into like the limiting beliefs that people have. People at home, and when they say I can't do that, I can't do this.
Yeah, I hate it when people say that, and you have family members and friends who are like, "Nah, I can't do that," or "I'd do it, but." I'm like, but the reason you're saying "but" is because you don't believe in yourself, and to be honest, you don't really fucking want to do it. You don't want you don't want to put that work in. So, for example, for me, Mercier, I didn't take a penny for the first 2 years of the business, not one penny out. And I was in a little office in a paper warehouse just upstairs, and it was me stock, it was my office, my desk was about this big, and all my boxes were just round me, and there were no windows in there. And I'd be in there on days where people are out. I'd be in there in summer. Obviously, I'd still go out and do stuff, but there would be days where I'd be like, can't do it.
Yeah.
I have to do this. Yeah. It was only me doing it at the time.
That's it. And people will try and say, why the fuck are you doing that? It's not going to work. Do you know what I mean? And these are just limiting beliefs that limit every individual, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can really break that fucking cycle.
100%.
If you feel unhappy, if you feel unfulfilled, you just, as you said, you got to solve the problems as they come, but just go all
Sounds
in.
cliche, but it's like, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Yeah.
But if you want what other people haven't got, you want that good body, or you want that nice car, you want that nice house, nice family, you've got to go that extra mile, and you have to push yourself that extra little bit.
100%. So did it from starting Mercier, where you've kind of touched on it, did it always go smoothly? Was there a point where you was going to pack it in?
Yeah, fucking hell, there's loads, yeah. I think it's yearly.
Yeah.
It's probably yearly, mate. I read something from my first hurdle when I was very nearly packing it in. There was a brand, and the brand owner said, when you feel like you're about to quit, you're just about to break through the ceiling to the next floor, So you're here, banging your head against the wall, nothing's happening. You're just about to break through, and you face new challenges. Yeah. And remember that, and that was probably 1.5 years in, something like that. That was my first challenge, and then I might forget a couple here, but one of my major ones most lately is trademarks issues I had with fucking like the biggest French brands in the world, which is where probably people see we've redeveloped the badges and stuff, but we've become our own brand now, and we're a strong brand where people buy the name Mercier. But yeah, we had adversity there, and we had to sort of rebrand and restructure all the badges and everything. Yeah,
but you keep digging. Have you seen the picture where the guy's digging, the diamonds are
there?
And he's about to fucking walk.
Oh, mate, I was going to keep going, and we sailed very close to the win with that one. But we got away with it, calling 50,000 units of stock and destroy them, but we got through it.
And was you at a point where you was like, nice?
I was done, mate. Yeah, I was losing weight and having sleepless nights, and I looked rough. I remember the factory came over to see me, to the factory, and was crossing the road going to this other warehouse where I was holding all this stock that I couldn't sell and had to destroy. And like one of the girls pulled me and was like, "You all right? You don't look good." And I was like, if I talk to you now, I'm just going to burst into tears. I went, "I'm good." I just carried on walking across the road.
Your lips going a little bit, you're like...
yeah. I just went, "Nah, I'm good." And then just carried on. But yeah, we got through it. It was fucking hell. It took about 18 months, but yeah, they were tough times then. But
you got to be resilient.
They make you stronger, mate. They make you stronger.
Yeah.
You just turn callous to them.
And the thing is, right, as you're progressing through life, whatever you're doing, fitness, job, promotions, business, you've got to learn how to be resilient, and that will make you grow as a person.
100%. There's always going to be adversity, isn't there?
100%. Resilience is one of the biggest things that I'm learning now, because we're not, you know, we're not mega roll. We're not sat here 40 odd fucking dead successful. And do you know what I mean?
I don't think you ever have it fully figured out.
Never ever.
Ever.
Never ever. But like you as well, you've got to have that emotional maturity as well. Like I don't feel like I've even developed that yet. You know, as a
You've got to always be willing to learn.
Yeah.
If you're willing to learn and willing to take advice off people and push on, and someone say to you, you know what, mate, you're not actually doing that right. This is how you need to do it. And it is someone who is a senior and someone who's been there and done it. Fucking learn from them.
Yeah.
Take what you can from people. Like, I know you're educated in your field with a fitness. So if you say something to me, I will take that on board and go, right, I'll do that. Keaton said that. Like the other day, yesterday was in the gym, weren't we?
Yeah.
He told me something. I was like, fucking hell, I didn't know that. He was like, mate,
yeah,
about
doing that. In the length and range, yeah, that's it. Like, whenever I've wanted to know something, look at someone that's done it, and fucking ask them the questions. Do you know what I mean? And if you have to pay them, you fucking have to pay them.
Ask questions. I wish I learned a lot younger to ask more questions. Like, there's that saying in there, closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Like now, if I could speak to someone who's very successful next to me, I will pelt them with questions until they've had enough.
Yeah, well, I
just take what I can.
There's a saying I get told by my mentor all the time: geniuses don't have the best answers; they ask the best questions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I something I'm learning as well. Like when I'm at a mastermind or doing something, or even with my fitness coach, I get nervous about the questions I ask in case I feel daft. Do you know what I mean?
I've done it. I think everyone. I don't think there's anyone who's not thought in their life, I'm not going to ask this question because I feel stupid.
Fucking stupid, yeah. But that's when you learn the most.
You've been in a room where you think you want to ask it and someone else asks it and you're like, fucking get it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you got the answer you wanted.
Been times where, because I'm going to mention Misha because she gets quite paranoid what people might think of me sometimes. And like, I'm like that in the thing. She's like, what are you going to ask? And I was like, I'm going to ask this. And I said, fucking daft question. You're going to look stupid. I just go like that.
No, ask him. I think ask.
Yeah, so.
Like, I love speaking to like the older generation, me. Like,
yeah.
Speak to if you can get in a conversation or in a room with someone who's older and been there and done it.
Yeah.
It's a great way to learn because they're going to stop you making the mistakes that they probably made in their life.
Just fast track, yeah.
Oh, 100% fast track, yeah.
And it's the same with a fitness coach. Someone like, well, you've come to me, you're a fitness client, and you would have made with your structure of how busy you are 10 fucking million mistakes, fad diets and no carbs, or you come to me, fast track your results. This is the best way. This is how you structure it.
Yeah, so I know how to train, and I thought I was eating protein and eating well. And then when you actually have someone who's holding you accountable and you're tracking everything, like the picture thing and the measuring thing, and the way you go on that extra mile, makes a huge difference.
But it's just like you run your own business, you're mega busy. Just well, I'm gonna ask you, what effect does it have just having your training and your food just boxed off? You don't even think about it.
It's done, mate. Now now I'm at a stage where I know the food I need to eat, and I could probably do it without weighing it, still do it all anyway. But I'm at a phase now where I know what I need to eat to hit everything, and I know if I've got it in my bag, it's just done. Because mate, how easy is it just to order a fucking Nando's?
I know. Yeah.
And do you know what? I still do it when I'm mad busy, but. It's the easy option.
You understand the nutrition around it, though.
100%. I know what to order.
What would you say because I speak to people with kind of normal jobs, business owners, CEOs, directors, right? Yeah. And hear the same things. I ain't got time. I'm too busy. I've prioritized the family. I travel a lot. You do exactly all them, and you've got sick results. So what would you say to them?
I beat myself up if I miss. There's sometimes where I've pushed it. My times are not marrying up properly and I have to leave an exercise and miss one, and I beat myself up on that. But sometimes there is literally not enough hours for me because I'll get up at stupid o'clock in the morning and I'll be out the door before, and I'll have half my day done before most people have woke up. Do you know what I mean? But there's always time. It's how much do you want it? Yeah. How much do you want that extra hour in bed? Is that extra hour in bed worth missing out on something you're working on or working towards, or that extra hour over 365 days, 365 hours, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a lot of hours. Put that into days.
Yeah, I mean? Exactly. But it's like, you can find a way. We found a way with you. You've been able to execute it. Business is still performing. Yeah. So you can still fucking get the results. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got time. Well, train 3 times a week instead of 5, or prep your meals, or get someone to cook it for you. And do you know what I mean? It's simple. It's easy.
You can do it if you want to do it. If you really want to do it.
Depends how much you do it. And the bad thing is that businessmen, like, I don't know how you visualize success, but businessmen and people similar to yourself view success in what they've got in the bank. Yeah. But you can't run up the stairs to get your kid. Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
Like, getting out
it's
of breath.
changed for me. I was sort of wanted, you think you want money, but then you can have money and just, you can be burning yourself out. Christmas times, you can burn yourself out, and November, December, the busiest times for clothing brands. But you've got to find that balance. You have got to find that balance. You've got to have that me time. You've got to have that, you know what, I'm going to step away, right? And I'm going to have a day where I look after myself. I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to go to the spa. I'm going to do this, that and the other.
Exactly. Because there's been check-ins where you said, I'm absolutely sweet. This is my escape. It's just business stressing me out. Yeah, that's a bit of an escape for you training.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a little escape for me for sure. Yeah. Business stress is always going to be there. It's about dancing in the rain, innit?
100%, mate. Right. So let's go back to Mercier. What makes you guys stand out, and then what is personally driving you on as well?
Driving me on. So my goals change all the time. It was I want to get in this store, I want to get in that store, and then once I'm in them, I'm like, nah, I want to do this now instead. So at first it used to be financial. So it used to be like, when I very first started, I always thought, imagine being able to do. Imagine being able to do 250k in a year. That would be unbelievable. Yeah. And then it was like, obviously, I want to do 1 million in a year, and then I want to do X and Y and Z. And then in the end, it becomes different to that. It's more like, so the UK, we're very well known in the UK. We're out there, and everyone wears it. And we have our core customer, and the stores have their customers who go in and buy Mercer. So now for me, it's not financial. It's right. I want to hit. United Arab Emirates. I want to hit Europe. I want to hit America, Australia. Yeah. So I mean, it's then going to them other territories now, and the financial thing doesn't matter now. It's about I want to put Mercer in that country.
Your stamp on the world. Yeah.
I want to put my stamp on it. Like it's pretty much come from a surname, and so I want to put it as far and as global as I can.
Yeah, it's the exact same for me. Like it got to a point where, right, I can only help so many people on my own. How do I now create something that is having a proper impact on the world, helping as many people? Yeah. That's why I'm doing this podcast.
Unreal feeling for you to do that, to change people's lives like that.
It's nice, and like when you said you was like entrepreneur from the start, I think I was. I just knew I'd always grab my back out until I did okay. But the thing was always helping people, training people for free. I was in the gym. I was training all my mates. I'd give all my mates advice, food advice. I'd be playing rugby, and I'd be coaching people, and that's exactly what happened to me, and now I'm just trying to have that impact on the world. You know what I mean? And
unbelievable. You can change people's lives, but not only, even if you have them coaching, if you're coaching them and then they leave you, but you can see them on social media and they've kept that weight off you. Weight off them, sorry, should I say? Yeah. And you're like, that's because of me. They've kept that weight off. She was fucking 20 stone. Now she's 9 stone, feeling. 8 stone.
So how does it feel when you see someone wearing Mercier out?
Good. When I first seen it, I used proper gas. I used to buzz off it so much. I still do. I do. I
get
a proper sense of pride. And sometimes when I'm out and about, I will go up to and speak to them, or be like, "Listen, mate, thanks for supporting." That brand, I own that brand. Can I give you a little code? Do you know what I mean? I give them a little code for their next order. They get a little discount, because it changed my life. And them ideas have came from my head. And someone's gone, I like that t-shirt. I'm going to buy that. And that's just something that was in my head. I love it when I see it abroad. Like, if I see it in a different country, I'm like, wow. I remember was it last time I was in Dubai? Yeah, last time I was in Dubai, we bumped into Anthony Joshua and a few of his mates, like Ben Heine, speaking to before he sorted his reservation out. Nice one, Ben. Whoppa. And then we got speaking to them and stuff, and was playing like head tennis on the beach, and some young lad came up to AJ and like tapped him, and I'd just been speaking to AJ about the brand, and he'd been looking at it on my Instagram and stuff. Was like, I've got mates who wear it and that, and then we sorted him some stuff out. But this kid tapped him, and it was like I'd set it up. It literally, AJ had just come off my phone, give it me back, turned around, and this kid had a black badge t-shirt on and black badge shorts.
No way.
And AJ went, "It's not me you want a picture with, mate. It's him." He's like, he owns the brand. He went, he's going to give you 30% off now. I was like,
the kid was rushing.
Am I? Yeah. Anyway, but we looked after the lad, and we put on a little order in. But that was a surreal feeling, being with someone like AJ and his mates and that. Do you know what I mean? In their presence, and then a kid's wearing it. So that was like unbelievable. Yeah.
That's sick, mate. What do you feel like the biggest lesson is that you're learning as you go?
Just say it all the time to people, like, just don't fucking quit. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't, like, it's so, like,
It's
like,
frustrating,
if you
innit?
realised how not easy, but how close you are to doing it if
Yeah.
you just don't fucking quit. Like, I know people who start brands and then after 2 weeks, like, nah, I fucked it off. I'm like,
Yeah.
mate, you didn't even look at it.
Started, yeah.
Like, don't quit.
How long
Don't
has it
quit.
took?
Well, 2 years before I started making any significant money, and I'm 6 years in now.
Yeah.
And people are like, you smashed it, haven't you? It's mad how well it's done. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you knew, like,
Well,
if you knew what I'd
yeah,
gone through to get there.
But you know what? I noticed what happens, and same happens with fitness. People go, "Why are you doing that?" And then it turns into, "How did you do that?"
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I had it where people would have gone like, "It's fucking starting a clothing brand."
Yeah.
You start a clothing brand, and then nothing happens. You do start self-doubting yourself at times, and then
100%.
one day it'll just go, and you're like, "Can I have a bit of momentum here?"
Yeah.
And then more momentum, and then it's just a snowball effect. Then and then,
Yeah. And then people will go, "How have you done that?" But at the start,
Have you
it's
done it?
going, "You fucking
Exactly,
mad
yeah,
doing
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like,
mad.
We just fucking didn't quit. Just started something and absolutely went for it. And people are just too quick to give up.
Oh, too quick, mate. It's
a
the
shame.
last thing I think of before I go to bed at night. So I'm thinking about it when my head's at the pillow, and then I'm asleep. So it's the last thing I thought about. And what wakes me up in the morning is thinking about Mercier. I'll be thinking about Mercier, and then I'll be tossing turn. Then it'll wake me up.
Yeah.
It'll wake me up before my alarm a lot of the time, just because of things I need to do next and what I have to do for the day and stuff like that. And I have to do that. I have to get it done.
It has to be. It's all down to, and a lot. There would be a lot of coaches that say, you can't just say you don't want it enough, but you fucking don't want it enough.
No,
it doesn't
really,
mean enough.
You've got to live, breathe it, and it's got to be everything.
Yeah, everything. And you can definitely do business and fitness at the same time as well. Like
100%, mate. It's my release the business.
They go
the gym,
fitness,
sorry.
They go hand in hand,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's the
perfect.
same principles. Do not just quit.
No.
Just don't fucking quit.
It's a great feel when you're stressed and you don't want to go to the gym and you're knackered from work and you go to the gym. That feeling you have after the gym.
Yeah. You never regret it.
Can't buy it, mate.
Never regret it.
It's class.
And then you'll go back into your next meeting and at
buzzing
work,
then.
fucking good mood,
Yeah.
energized, performing better,
That's it.
in a better mood. So because when you're eating shit, when you're feeling shit, and you go into work, you feel
I can have a day
lethargic.
of eating shit, and that next day and that day, I feel like
a
shit.
hangover.
I know I've been eating shit that day.
Yeah, it's like a come down, isn't
Yeah,
it?
oh, it's off.
It's
I've
bad.
had a few, yeah.
So what was I gonna say then? People are going back to people quitting. It's a shame because I see so many people start businesses, even coaching businesses, clothing brands, the fitness journey. When they quit, I personally get offended when people leave, and I shouldn't be.
Because you
But
think
I'm
it's
so
something you've
attached.
done.
No, I'm so attached to that individual, and I can see the potential in someone.
Yeah.
You're like, you fucking, all you've got, like, let's say they've lost 8 kg, right? You've lost 8 kg in 3-4 months, mate. You do another 3 or 4 months, that's going to be 16 kg.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There becomes a mental block where just things get a little bit challenging, and they just don't see it through. And you need to build that resilience. You need to build that persistence. What do you think? What do you think was a breaking point with you to success?
It was just that thing I've always had where it was like, I'm not going to quit.
Yeah.
It was literally that, and I remember once when it was really tough. I think Soph said to me, she was like, "Do you think you should carry this on? Like,
Yeah.
do you think, like, what do you think you should do? Should you carry it on, or do you think you should quit?" I was like, "I'm not fucking quitting. I'm too deep here. I'm well too deep. I've invested well too much
Have
time."
to make it work.
I remember, so like on Shopify, if you get a sale, it goes like ka-ching.
Yeah.
And I used to have it on loud back then because I used to be like
Get
buzzing and
excited,
get like 2 or 3 a day. I'd be like ka-ching, make me day.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'd been around the house and it not happened for a few days, and I went a full week without one sale. And Sophie was like, "Have you been getting sales? I've not heard it going off." I'm like, yeah, I have it on silent now.
Yeah.
And like I was telling her I was getting 3 orders a day way back when, and I went a full week without 8 days. It was without a sale, and I had invested a lot of money.
Yeah.
But there's still, I weren't quitting, mate.
You have your private battles, don't you? Where you just, I'm gonna sort.
Oh
this.
yeah,
Have
I
to
sort this one myself.
have
Yeah,
to
for
sort
sure.
this out. As a summary for people, because the aim is to also inspire people, fitness wise, business wise, everything.
Yeah.
Stop fucking giving up when shit gets
Yeah,
hard.
don't give up. Just keep going. Keep chugging on. You will get there.
Learn-
Have that discipline. That
Learn to
self-discipline.
deal with the stress head on. Learn to handle situations, and then that will follow in your personal life, handling your children, handling your business or your job, handling stress, like, because physical stress in the gym. If you just learn how to dance in the rain, which I think is probably the biggest lesson from this conversation, you're going to do a lot better than fucking avoiding the storm.
100%, mate. 100%.
What's your dream car? I think you've already got it, haven't you?
So that story. Dream car went. It's deep, but it's good. So when I was a kid, I always had this thing in my head that I was always going to be poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought I'd be poor, but then it went further. I thought, because my mum was always a good cook, I thought, what happens if when I move out and I'm really poor, but then I can't cook? So I'll just eat like crisp sandwiches and shit. Yeah. And then I was walking. I must have been really young. I was in primary school and I was walking to the shop, the local Spar near me at the time, and a Lamborghini went past, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I'll never own a Lamborghini. I'll never know what it's like to have one or get in one.
Yeah.
So then when I was in a situation where, financial situation where I could, I went and bought the Lamborghini I always wanted for like the 8-year-old me to make him happy sort of thing. And that was the reason I got that, to take that box off. Yeah. And then when I go to outside shops and stuff now, like Spar, or if I nip to like a supermarket and stuff, and there's kids there and they come over taking pictures. As soon as I get out, mate, I'm like, get in it if you want and have a picture. Just so, because that kid might never get that opportunity, and I just want that feeling.
That is fulfilling.
And that gives me loads of pride.
That is really fulfilling.
That.
It's like me at the minute. My family booking flights for the house, and I'm like itching for my family to come in.
Do you know what I mean? See it and experience it. See Dubai.
Grew up fuck all, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and whatever's happened, and it's just nice that I've grew up, not been put in jail.
yeah.
Not been put in jail, live in Dubai, not on the run either, and have a nice big house for my family to come. So little things like that.
Oh, mate, it'd be unbelievable, mate. You'll probably well up when that happens.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I probably will start crying. Yeah. I don't cry often as well. No. As a quick fire question as well, Soph asked me is Fuego a miniature Doberman Pinscher? No. He is a bit of a dwarfism. He is a bit dwarfed as a Doberman. He's quite small, but he's compact.
Yeah, solid.
Big. You need to come to the house and see him. You've not met him yet.
No, I was going to say, well,
I wish it weren't too much. It's about. It's a.
We could come tomorrow actually before we go out.
Yeah, that'd be good actually.
We could go from there.
Get the girls ready to go.
Yeah, we go.
That's a good. Anyway, for the listener, not interested in this. What's the favourite thing about your job or business or Mercier?
Favourite thing? Do you know what it is? It's the. I was thinking. I wonder if we talk about this. The satisfaction I get from it, and every person should do this who has to have tasks in a day. Write a list, right? This sounds so sad. When you're ticking them things off you've done in a day, that gives you satisfaction. Yes. They're the little wins I love. Just go in, bang, done, next job, bang, done, next job.
It's the first thing we implement with clients. We get them on a call, say, pre-plan your days hour to hour, tick them things off, and you will start to feel fulfilled. The definition of overwhelm is just procrastination, like putting things off and having open books.
I could never do it without a list now. But then if we're talking bigger things, bigger satisfaction to get, traveling the world with a brand.
Oh, do you mean like in terms of goals, ticking it off? That's right.
No, that's just day to day.
Yeah, day to day.
I just get a little buzz off doing my little list.
That's it, mate. That's it. What's one bucket list thing that you want to fulfill this year?
Ooh, bucket list thing I want to fulfill this year.
I be for me again.
I be for you again. That's a good shout. Wow. We go to the Maldives. That's one we've wanted to do. Not been there. Yeah. Sweet. And obviously we're having a little boy now as well, so and that's got to be a bucket list.
Last one, plans for the future. I know you want to go worldwide. What else?
Plans for the future. Yeah. I'm going to push it worldwide. But look, there's always an exit strategy. Yeah. But the thing is, for me, it's not to. I want to secure the future for me and my family. So if like an offer came on the table, like you've got to listen to them.
If anyone's looking, right.